Hello and welcome to Zeta's Chivalry 2 Survivor runs. Today's map is Rudhelm and I'm playing with a Messer, which is quite a noob friendly weapon because you can just swing and that's it, you don't need overheads or stabs. Anyway, this run is a bit different, you'll see why. I'll have a spectator who's going to give an additional challenge by reporting to the enemies my current location. So without further ado, let's start. You can observe that this map is already underway and I missed the first stage, which is Curse and a Blessing. Basically I could have scored around maybe 10 to 15 kills without breaking a sweat, but I could have been killed by friendly catapult too. So that's a two-sided sword. Yep, so now I'm in the gate tower. I'm just trying to hold my own here, so each of those gate houses houses an additional ammo crate for you to heal. So this is the best location to be, but also bear in mind that enemy can come up the stairs and ruin your day. So for this reason, you often have to go down and just return to your siege towers. So enemy with a shield again. Shield is very, adds additional survival ability to anyone. So if you're new to the game, shield is your friend. Also, I just recently did a run with a shield and a one-handed axe. So this is another weapon you should look at to complement your shield. And now the stage is over. Not much challenge, only 4 kills. I'm lagging behind the first player. I'm not really sure if I will be able to catch him up. But that's not the point. I still wanted to show that Messer is quite good, and you can tell, by the frequency it's being used by the other players, that it's a good weapon. You usually would see Messers, Dane axes, war axes, also some battle axes, and the like. Also greatsword and longsword. So these are the most popular weapons, and there's a reason why people use them. And the reason is it takes much less effort to score kills. And it's quite easy to get used to. So yeah, Messer is also good. It hits like a truck, especially heavy side swings. But it doesn't have armor amplification, so against the knights you might struggle a bit, but not much. So why I prefer greatsword to this is because greatsword has more damage for overheads, so you can one-shot enemy archer not just from charging special attack, but also with general heavy overhead. So this is why I prefer greatsword instead of this one. But it's a good weapon regardless. It does more damage than a longsword. Albeit I can tell that the special attack of Messer, especially wielded by the knight, is not very good. I don't like it. It's same animation as with the greatsword from standing position, and it's not really good. I mean, I often whiff that special attack, so instead I usually try to go a charging attack. Now that's a nice swing. You can see from UI I've scored 4 kills in a row. Just being around the enemies and just observing your opening yields you a lot of kills. So usually that's how your gameplay should be. But since I'm a knight, I'm more survivable, so I can go in the melee instead of poking around the battlefield. So here I can engage in a full melee and just return. And now the observer has spoken. The additional challenge. The enemy player, von Eugen, is trying to ask the enemy team just to focus me specifically. Again, one Eugen is not specifically a bad player or something, he has a great humor. And this is just to give me a good challenge. And also Hashirama, that's another player I've met quite a lot of times since Chivalry run-throughs. Just a disclaimer, Hashirama also has killed and ended my several survival runs. A good player too. But they both have good humor, and I understand that they're doing this for fun. Also, you'll see Hashirama very often just comes into, he's in my gameplay and then just, trolls a bit. Whether he's on enemy team or mine, it doesn't matter. But he trolls in a good way. I mean, he's not engaging me, sitting by and letting me through. So, yeah, it's very nice, actually, to be recognizable too. I've been told that I'm not very good by a player named Dito. That's good, that's expected. It's okay. Chivalry chat is quite toxic. But this one I can handle, it's not a problem. Sometimes it's full of racism and other stuff, so I don't like those kind of stuff. But here, I mean, when people talk about skills of other players, that's fine. I mean, that's usual Chivalry 2 chirping. Same thing as, you know, in the hockey, they usually use hockey chirp, so there is a Chivalry chirp here. And it dates back long with the appearance with Chivalry 1 2. So yeah, a lot of talk. And yeah, so again, you can observe the chat. Monogan doesn't really want me to go and do my survival run here, but I would like to disappoint him, and I'll do this. Just a disclaimer, I played this particular night with Hashirama and one Ogan for about 5 maps in a row, and from those 5 maps I've managed to survive in 4 of them. So no jokes on one Ogan, I still managed to survive in most of the maps. I'll bite one map, he was my bodyguard. Yeah, so anyway, that run isn't coming later on. So let's commend this run and let's see what's going on. So yeah, as you saw, one Ogan at the moment did not yet join the spectators, so he's still in enemy team, but soon he will, just to add additional challenge, because he's not seeing me, and so let's see how it works out. So now I saw 3 friendlies and around 5 enemies, so, and I saw that friendlies are losing there. So there's no point for me to engage on that particular side, even though I could have taken maybe 2 with me, but why risk? You know, I need to surprise Van Ogan. The lack of score and kills, it's on you, Van Ogan. That's because of you I had to play even safer. So yeah, but Knight is quite a survivable class, so again, very noob friendly. If you take a Knight, especially with a shield, so you have the most survivable character there is. It doesn't matter, you can put it on the back and still, you know, enjoy a good level of protection against ballista and against enemy archers. The shields are good, and unfortunately they're not that popular. Maybe in a third-person view they a bit obstruct the view itself. Maybe that's the reason. I'm not sure. But again, shields are very good. Especially, also if you want formation fighting, then of course shield and spear is probably the ultimate weapon. Yeah. So far 21 kill. Pretty lackluster compared to other runs when I start from the first stage. But it's alright, again, additional challenge. I know. And with Messer I'm not yet fully proficient, again. So that's why some of my hits are whiffing. And now grabbing a quick bite of bread, which was just lying around here for ages. Still, whatever I can do, I can try to use less time in replenishing myself. So instead of bandaging, I'd rather do the bread. And you see now the spectator is telling how I look with a horn and with a messer, with horns and messer. And he's telling me I'm next to the right ramp, just to give enemy players a chance to find me out of position. And I see Ballista. This is Heir situation, but I managed to get into a safe spot. Ballista just shot now, not sure, maybe it has a lag. But I'm being reported who I am anyway by the spectator. Alright, well, additional challenge this. Basically what it means is that I have to play even more safely than I usually do. But again, this is challenging. Especially, not sure how much enemy team is taking this information into themselves and how much they're trying to end my run. But just saying that I do not feel sort of comfortable at first when somebody does that. This is my first try when somebody's spectating me and reporting my position. So anyway, kudos to One Ogan. It's a challenge, yes. Not that I liked it first, but then I just didn't mind. I just changed location and that's it. You change location and no matter how fast you can type, even though he did type pretty fast, I still outran his typing skills. So yeah. But still, typing speed and a lack of grammatical mistakes is quite good. He's very, I mean, I can tell that Van Ogan's typing skills are better than his Chivalry 2 skills. Sorry, that's not a pun. It's a joke, yeah. Well, let's continue. I mean, our team does enjoy a significant advantage probably in skills, but not counting me. I'm just talking about other general players, because this map just ends too quickly. I mean, goes too quickly. And you see, I'm trolling again Hashirama. That's where he sits. Yeah, so we just met each other. I just faked some few hits, and that's it. You see, he didn't even flinch. He is a very brave man. Yeah, so that happens too. You can find friends amongst the foes too. Not often, but there you go. By the way, yeah, as I said, Hashirama already has ended a few survival runs. So again, he's a good player. And he's first on the scoreboard in enemy team again. That's an illustration of his skills. Yeah. So the map is going well. Again, this is just a bit over 11 minutes. And I mean, we are already at the penultimate stage and almost taking it. So that basically tells you the story of the difference of skill levels. Or, you know, that somebody is not focusing on the game, but rather attackers are focusing on objectives. Because it goes really, really fast. Sometimes this map can last for 25, 26 minutes. But this time it's going to be only half that. Of course, I missed the first stage, but still. We just take objectives too quickly in comparison with other runs. So I don't expect a lot of kills, but again, I think it was worth to show the hero of the day. When I say a fully commanded run, I did not expect somebody to write in the chat all my location, my GPS coordinates. But there you go. That's a good, you know, experience. Yeah, so right side is pretty clear, it seems. There's 3 friendlies, but then I had advantage over the enemy. One enemy ran away, which is good. I managed to take care of 2 enemies. Now this one is particularly tricky a bit. Blocks really well. I'm not sure what's his level, but he blocks really well. And he can fight one against several. So props to this guy. Quite skilled. Especially when forced in the corner. Now the observer still comments about me being hit. And let's see, I go on the left and I see that enemy spawn is coming. I saw 2 people at least, so I want to hide behind the door and engage with already an overhead. That's also a good player, level 900 plus, so almost my level. And you can see that he's not panicking, he's not blocking for no reason. So my kick did not land. But now his kick also did not land. So I won this, but Saruman is definitely a skilled player. Yeah, experienced too, you can tell. But that's good. Now the last comment was... look at the comment, which will be in the chat. He engaged in a duel, but sadly won it. So that was about me. So he was... Monogan was sad that I actually won the duel. Anyway, the map is... ending. I see friend is already hacking into the enemy, but just wait and have a look at what happens in the chat. Game-wise, I really enjoyed the run with 27 kills and the additional challenge of enemies being informed where I am. But just stay until I get back to Ito for his stellar performance.